We've got current students. We've got all of our current Eastern students. Raise your hands. Just two. All right. We got ably represented. We've got one Eastern alum who is here. Fantastic. All right. And we've got our principal who is here as well. Principal Chisholm, Vice Principal Curitan. Is Deborah Jones, the PTSA president, here? No, but we're not. We're going to acknowledge her just the same. We already mentioned Beverly and Edward. Mark Roy, is Mark Roy here? Mark Roy, you're listed as a community supporter. Thank you for being here. What about Karen Huff? Oh, fantastic. And you are the vice chair of the advisory council. Come on up here. Come on up here. Let's see, who else do we have? We have our architects, our contractors. We have our fabulous director of the Department of Facilities, Alan Liu, and his whole team. Give them a big round of applause, everyone. And we have Kelvin Robinson, ANC Commissioner, right? Yes, come on up, ANC Commissioner Robinson, who is here. And then the leader of everything here in Ward 6, and that's Councilmember Tommy Wells. So we've got a great team. We are here at the Eastern High School, which is a fantastic high school. It's so historic looking. It's educated so many people. We've got a picture of how it used to look in March 1st, 1924. Is that when it was built? 11? Oh, great year. It was built in 1911. This is a picture from 1924. And I think what we're going to do here is we're going to restore Eastern Senior High School to its architectural splendor and glory. Although today is our official groundbreaking, we want to be honest with you. We've already started work. The work has already begun. The design start actually was in May of 2009. The construction was in June of 2009. Today, of course, is November 20th if you're watching this on tape. So we've been working for some time, but there's been some adjustments to the project. I was out here for back to school night talking with the principal, talking with our development team, and it's just an exciting project. Whenever you renovate a building this big, you're going to have some fantastic things when it's finished. First of all, we have to do some clean and safe things. There's going to be a hazardous material abatement. Then you've got to make sure that the institutions of the building are restored. We're going to do roofing and window replacement, new mechanical, electrical, plumbing systems. And then we want to make sure that the places where the kids spend a lot of time are fantastically restored. That includes restoration of the auditorium, a new terracotta flooring. It's going to have a cyber cafe, which is very important for all of our technologically sound young people. A new enclosed courtyard. All of the improvements will be constructed according to LEED Silver standards. In this past summer, OPEFM installed a student learning complex by assembling classroom and administrative office modules to accommodate students during the 2009-2010 school year. Those buildings down there that look futuristic. The approach that they did saved about $3 million. We want to say programmatically that the new Eastern High School will remain a neighborhood school. It will house grades 9 through 12, but it will be a fantastic learning environment as the Chancellor works very hard to put the science, technology, engineering and mathematics curriculum into the school. Now, I just want to say, as I turn it over to Councilmember Wells, now when I was on the City Council, which was for 6 years, I think in the entire time we renovated one high school, and that was McKinley Tech High School, which actually before then was a school that wasn't even open. I want to commend Alan Liu and the support we've gotten from the City Council because Eastern is now being renovated. Woodson is being constructed. I think we break ground on Wilson in a couple of days. We've already finished School Without Walls. Phelps was finished within the first 18 months of the Liu era. And so we're averaging a lot of high schools a year. And to the people of the District of Columbia who've waited virtually forever, I guess the people who live in Ward 6 have waited since 1911 with Tommy Wells. I want to just give credit where credit is due, and that's to the people who work for me, are doing a fantastic job, but also council members like Tommy Wells, who have held our feet to the fire, who understand that you can have great academics, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have fantastic buildings. And I believe that these buildings are going to help to recruit and attract the type of teachers that have always been high standard in D.C. public schools, and to keep families in our high schools and prevent them from seeking alternatives, including other jurisdictions. So, ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to our leader here in Ward 6.
Scholastic Gothic building, but it's a gorgeous building that has a great ball fields, basketball courts, tennis courts. It really is an extraordinary thing to have in an urban area, and to be able to put the kind of investment to restore this building to 21st century education and academic standards is a great thing to have, not just in our nation's capital, but right here in our neighborhood in Ward 6. So with that, let me say that again, that the work that's going on in here, you can just see the restoration, the difference where the windows will be full windows again, like Alan, I'm sorry, I'm sure you were going to show that. Instead of the board panels across, this school is going to be fully restored. It's going to be gorgeous, and it will inspire children and families to say this is where you will want to send your child to high school. So with that, thank you to all the people that are here working on making this a fabulous school. But again, Mr. Mayor, it's a promise made, and being here today on this gorgeous day, it's a promise kept. So thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Wells. No, you're right. You got like the stained glass windows. Those are fantastic.
Stained glass.
This part behind it looks like it's like 6 stories tall. You didn't see it? It goes all the way up. Well, Alan, Lou, you know how many stories the building is. You know how we're going to make the stained glass, how we're going to fix the windows, and everything else we're going to do in this fantastic building. He's been doing great work, ladies and gentlemen, along with his team. So before we go any further, let's hear from our leader of building things.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
We should give the mayor a round of applause for his great vision, and for the great council member for having led Ward 6. We have a huge challenge, and I know that an ambitious schedule. But like many of our projects, we're not going to compromise on quality.
I love that.
We get it done fast, get it done in a cost-effective way. We will achieve the greenest kind of technology that's available to us for this school, and we'll also deliver the greatest product for the children. I'd like to just acknowledge a bunch of people. The mayor usually asks, what's the secret to success, and he and I share one common philosophy, that we surround ourselves with really smart people. And I'd like to just acknowledge a few people that's on my team from our office: Warren Graves, Tony Robinson, Donnie Gonzalez, and our program management team from McKissick and from Browser Dunleavy: Teresa Luther, Daryl Somerville, Chris Dunleavy, Phil Arton, Will Mangrum, Dwight Cunningham. Our architects, Fanny and Howie. These are the same architects that worked with us on the Phelps project, Ed Schmidt. And our great builder, Turner Construction. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, these are the builders that worked with us on the School Without Walls High School as well as on Phelps High School. So these are guys that are really familiar with the kind of quality standards that we're looking to see. Pam Johnson's here from Turner, as well as Chris Darling. And I'd like to just thank the principal, William Chisholm, and Deborah Jones, our PTSA president, Mark Roy, community support, as well as Edward Allen, the 11th grade student leader. Young man behind us. Thank you very much.
All right.